Alright everybody, we are back with part 14 for the Great Circle here, and yeah, we basically, the last two parts have been really long. We did a lot of main story stuff in the previous part, which I wasn't really expecting it to drag out as long as it did. We kind of just got sucked into it, but we do still have 2 Fieldworks, which is going to be our main goal that we're going to tackle on this one. That should also finish up the Fieldworks in this region, and pretty much all the Fieldworks in the game. The downside is that they just came out with patch number 4 for this game, and they inadvertently bugged an achievement and made it impossible to 100% complete this game on current playthroughs. If you start a new game, it'll work, but if you're in the middle of a playthrough, it's bugged. They added 2 new adventure books to the game, and one of them is not in the spot it's supposed to be on current playthroughs, so we won't be able to collect all of the books in the game, which normally additional books you wouldn't think would count towards an achievement, but they didn't think about that when they made the new books. So the achievement requires you to learn all of the skills for every adventure book in the game, including the new ones. So you basically, on a current playthrough, can't learn all of the skills right now, making the achievement impossible unless you've had it before. So we'll only be able to really 99.9% complete this game technically because of this new bug. And I heard that they could have bugged other missions that could even progress block us story-wise. So overall, it doesn't sound like it's going to be a good patch. We're just going to have to see what happens. But yeah, the main focus is going to be the Fieldworks. I'm wondering if we should start with the one mystery that requires us to go back to other areas, because another game I've been seeing, like another bug that I've been seeing being reported, is that when you go back to previous areas, it actually resets them and acts as if you're doing the story again in those areas, so it kind of just screws up your entire save. And from what I've read, that hasn't been patched since like patch 3. On PC specifically, so if we start with that mystery, we would be able to find out if we're bugged or not in terms of that. But yeah, we're just gonna have to see what happens, I guess. Let's continue.
Hey.
So yeah, unfortunately, it seems like the closer we get to the end of this game, the harder it's going to be to complete because the devs keep screwing it up. But yeah, let me check this now. Yeah, World of Knowledge 23 out of 25. Actually, we might be, because we should be at 20. This says 26 out of 27. What does it say? Well, we have to be up to date on that. Because my concern is, like, we were at that number anyways because of the medicine books. When I left, there was still 2 that I couldn't get because we needed more medicine, but those are shared. So that actually is weird. But yeah, we have, is it this one? Nope, not that one. That's just the radio frequencies, which we found the map for. We had this one mystery right here. We have to go back to the Vatican, we have to go back to Gizeh, and we also have to go back to Shanghai. Now, I'm not actually sure how we return to other areas. I did back up my save just in case, but let's see if we can go back to the Vatican. Oh, here we go. We can just revisit from here. This has me kind of concerned, but let's see what happens. Alright, we got that. Items and abilities carry over when revisiting locations. Use them to uncover the remaining secrets. I mean, we seem okay right now. Blue suitcases. Wait, what? It's the blue suitcase a thing? I don't know. This is kind of weird how they do revisits, but we look fine on our progress. Can I actually... Yeah, we can track the Serpent's chest, so let's head over there. Alright, this is where our key is apparently supposed to be. I don't know if you guys remember this chamber here in the underworld, but there were some enemies in here, and you could swing across the chandelier and stuff. The problem that I'm going to have is that the passage we're looking for that we have to swim through is pretty much in the most pitch black corner, and when you're underwater you still can't even really see it. it could be this corner, but it's gonna be very difficult for me to find it. But there's like a chamber we have to swim through now that we have the rebreather. But like I said, I cannot see at all. Here we go. It's kind of up against the wall that I showed. The problem is I still can't really see it. I'll have to up the gamma in the recording to make it more visible. But I'm just like paying attention to the steps that we're touching right now. But yeah, I don't know why they decided to put it there. But here's our key. That's 1 out of 3 we need. It took me a bit to find that. That's all we really need here. Apparently both of the new books are also in the Vatican district. I can't find any specific locations other than the bugged one where it's supposed to be on a crate near the scaffolding by the Fountain of Confession. I checked, there's nothing there for me, so it is bugged on this save. You have to basically start a new game for it to work. Don't know why they didn't think of that, but the other one apparently is at the excavation site by a door Gina unlocks for you. There's so many doors Gina unlocks for you in the Vatican district, and I don't remember the one that's in the excavation site, so I have no idea where to look for that, and I haven't been able to find a specific location online, but we don't really have to worry about those anyways, because the one doesn't work. But yeah, now we basically, I have to hit a checkpoint, and then we have to head to the, I don't even know what our next location, I guess we have to go back to Gizeh. So, I'm just gonna go to Gizeh from here. I'll just hit a checkpoint so that it saves before I fast travel again. I don't know what it meant by that blue suitcase thing, but yeah, that's our next destination. Actually, before we leave the Vatican district, I did find the book. I remember now, it was when we got out the first time and there was the cutscene here. This one actually still works. This is open season. Whip cracking an enemy temporarily causes them to take more damage from some subsequent attacks. This is actually a pretty decent one. I don't know if I should spend points on it though. Because if I spend points on it, do we have enough to actually get the rest of them that are not in the normal game? I don't really know how that works. But there's that. Alright, now we can head towards, well, we can go to Gizeh. Alright, we're in Gizeh now. We're at that one excavation site with the elevator. I believe yeah, it's all the way in the bottom left here. This is actually, it's going to be in that one flooded chamber that we did see when we were first here. Because it said we needed the rebreather, but I didn't know where to get it at the time. Because we couldn't get it at the time. But yeah, there's like a flooded chamber somewhere in here. Also, yeah, you don't have to actually go back to the blue suitcase symbol or anything like that. You just have to get the area to autosave, basically. Is this the right way? I hear water, but again, man, they choose the most pitch black environments for this. It's a little easier to see in the water. I can't remember exactly where the flooded chamber was. Okay, I see. Let me get out here so maybe we can get a clearer look on our map. Yeah, I remember this is exactly where we got the prompt too. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Indy, please. Man, too bad Voss didn't equip his men with a rebreather. Oh wow, key's actually just right here too. Oh, there's that one. I probably don't even really need the rebreather here. Yeah. I think you really actually only need it to move the plank out of the way. Alright. That's that. Now we gotta go back to Shanghai to get the last one. So let's do that. Alright, we're in Shanghai. You do have to kind of climb all the way back down here. You basically just retrace the story steps, but I imagine our key is probably in the canal. Yeah, it's gonna be somewhere back here. Wow, look at this. It's not pitch black. Yep, here's our key. Well, there we go. That's all 3 of our keys. Now we just gotta bring them back. It does auto... Okay, I can't dive. There we go. It does autosave when you pick up the keys, but yeah, if there's other things that you want to get from backtracking to these areas, you just gotta make sure you at least hit a checkpoint before you leave the areas. Otherwise, you're kind of going to shoot yourself in the foot because it won't count any of that stuff that you just picked up. Alright, let's go back to Sukhothai. Alright, this might be a good enough spot. It's going to be back at Voss's camp where we have to go, but I don't really know where an efficient docking point is here, so we'll just get off right here. Don't mind the flame sound effects. The fire and, like, city type sound effects from Shanghai carried over into Sukhothai. So it's just a little bugged right now. Let's just enter from here. Unless it doesn't let me get up there. We might be okay. Yeah, there we go. Also, while I'm here, just replenish that square of food. The other thing, too, is I noticed the radio transmissions. It says that we have... Oh, okay, it says 1 out of 4 now. When I first traveled here, it said 0 of 4, even though we picked one of them up, which worried me a little bit. But alright, let's open this guy up. But it did end up correcting itself. Oh, all that for an ancient relic. Well, there's that mystery. That actually ended up taking me quite a bit of time. Does that actually count? We didn't even get the completion for that. I guess because it's multi-region, it doesn't work the same way. That counted as tracked off, though. Yeah, Serpent's chest is done. Alright, since we're over here, let's go grab that Royal Army frequency that we didn't get before while we were here. Because we kind of left that. And we're back at the camp now, so we might as well grab it. I think, was there a dude standing here that could see us before?
Documents. Military.
Alright, that's that. He can't spot us. Now that, okay, that did update to 2 out of 4. Alright, so, now that we've done that, let's mark the, this, because, the one guy wanted us, the one chick's uncle. I'm always really bad with names on these games, but he wanted us to visit that location, so let's now go do that. This might be our dock for our mission here. I'm not actually sure. You'll notice the flame sound effects are gone. Another bug. I can't actually get rid of it, so the game's ambience is always connected to Shanghai's ambience now. There's nothing I can do about it. I looked it up. It's a pretty common issue once you go back to Shanghai. The city battle fire sound effects, basically they get stuck persistently on that save. The only way to really fix it is to just turn the ambient sounds to 0, so we won't get our jungle noises anymore. Because otherwise we'd just be hearing fire all the time. One known fix was to turn it down to 0, then quit and restart the game, which I tried that, but it did not fix the issue for me, so that's just another thing that they still need to patch. This game does seem to have a lot of issues in the late game portion of it. At least we still get every other sound effect, but you know, I'm actually better off just disguising myself here. might be the better play. That way we can pick some of this stuff up that's here. Because we do have a few notes related to this specific field work. I think this is a guy that can spot us. I don't know if I can actually get an angle to where they can't see me steal from this. I think it actually might be that dude right there. Or that guy. They're all kind of in a perfect circle around it. Now that one dude's spotting us. Here's a note. Poisoning report. That doesn't sound good.
Exposed to frog poison.
Wait, is there another note in this? I didn't forget about that money. I'm just kind of looking for the other stuff. There's also a photo op here. This is obviously just a field note.
One of the smaller temples in Sukhothai.
Oh, it's another tarot card. Moon card.
The moon. Beyond the light is the unknown mystery which it cannot reveal.
That's the other thing, though. We actually should check some of these. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought there was a frequency up here as well. Some of these relics. The one in the top left, I just have to backtrack to, but these other two might be here. There's also a medicine here. Another note. Another, like, unrelated notes. So, basically just the frequency, some relics, and a medicine bottle. So let's see if we can find that stuff really quick while we're here. However, okay, it's gonna be further up this way. Yeah, we might have to just get into a brawl here. This guy's sleeping. But I'm pretty sure this dude's our problem. I thought that bottle would break. I threw it at a rock. Wow, he didn't even get distracted. They have guns. They kind of set up like a whole thing here just to guard that one specific spot of money. Here's a postcard. Jeez, man. Pushing my hand out of the way. Here's the frequency.
Intel.
Is this guy following me everywhere? Where's that medicine bottle at? Yeah, he's legit actually just following us around, though. I don't... Here it is. Oh, we were able to get that money. We still need to buy our last collectible map book here. It's for the adventure books. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I guess that worked. Somehow nobody saw that. And there we go, 125 bucks. Now we just gotta head further in here. Do they think he's just sleeping? think they actually noticed he was knocked out finally. Just some bamboo. Ghost report.
Voss is sure working with some less than competent people.
So we just have 2 more photos related to this field work. But we are heading underground here. Is this capable of breaking this? No, I was gonna say, this isn't really a sledgehammer or anything. Some bats. Alright, we can get into our normal outfit now.
Looks like he was trying to get out.
Just another giant. I mean, we've seen Locust punch. He probably would have been able to smash that wall, right? We might be able to actually take this with us still.
Whoa. What was that?
Some, like, heartbeat sound.
Prayer wheel, telling the story of how the Nephilim came to Sukhothai.
This looks like it's gonna be a puzzle. Yeah, we do have that here with us now. Let's see here. We should only have possible relics down here. I'm wondering if I should just track that. Yeah, there's one literally right above us. However, we might have to solve this chamber to even really get up there. It almost looks like this could open. We can also go through there. Here's the issue, though. We don't actually know what symbols to use here. So I take it we want to figure that out first. So I think we just head down that one tunnel. We can keep the sledgehammer in here for now. I'm not sure we're going to need a weapon just yet. This actually could just be for the relic. Yeah, this is just to get the relic.
I'll take care of this one.
Now, I guess we're just figuring this out.
The prayer wheel. I don't feel so good.
Well, it looks like we're opens in the future. What? But we passed out from a poisonous frog. Now we're hallucinating. Wait, we have photo ops in here? Oh, but okay, we kind of have to do it in order to open the door. Well, this is interesting. Did I actually need to solve the whole game?
So nice to see you again, my friend.
What's up, Antonio?
Ori, this place you found. It's fascinating.
What are you doing here?
Alright, he's just gonna relax. And teleport, apparently.
I thought the secret order of giants were a part of the Vatican. Does this look like the Vatican to you?
You're a long way away from home, Tonio.
So this doesn't seem strange to Indy yet? 'Cause it doesn't seem like he can tell he might be in a dream right now.
Indy, do you think you are in your college right now?
I'm not sure.
Henri. This is almost as bad as when you took that shell to the head.
Yeah, I would say we're probably just passed out on the ground. Well, this door did indeed open in the future.
I think this letter is for you, Indiana.
We gotta find the golden idol.
You were never where you were supposed to be. The lecture hall.
Had Marion's signature on it.
Bad kitty. Look what you made me do.
I don't even think we really need to be in here. We gotta go to the lecture hall right now. Ooh. That's different.
You shouldn't be here. The administration fired you.
But this is my home.
Then why did you run away from it? That's your problem. You're never here when people need you.
Well, he's needed elsewhere. Other people need him too. I mean, we're potentially saving the world here. That's when Gina lost her sister. There's our idol. We can probably brush the chalk away.
Something's not right here. A gift from her, I think.
She learned to hate me all over again.
Nonsense, Indy. She loved you.
Oh, is that right? Oh, maybe?
Weren't you looking for that thing?
No, this isn't supposed to be here.
Well, we all have our weaknesses, don't we? Wasn't there a photograph attached to that letter I gave you?
I think this looks right.
Are we actually doing it correctly? No.
That's where that belongs. Now, who left that there?
Voss, he smashed this.
Well, that's a shame. You gave up everything for that mummy. Zamish. That's Adamic for rebirth.
You never told me you read Adamic.
Well, I'm
Indy,
not
wake
one to
up, man.
brag, old boy. You should take a photograph of this. Why don't you take a picture?
Marcus?
Alright, so that's one of our symbols then.
Hey!
There's a Nephilim.
Nice
And
to
down
see
the
you.
wall.
In the Hebrew Bible, the Nephilim were fallen angels, weren't they, Dr. Jones?
I suppose so.
Well, clearly these giants aren't angels, and their order predates the foundation of the Christian church by who knows how long.
Good to know.
And you know this how? You know nothing. Shh.
What the hell? Dude, he's really losing it right now.
Excuse me, Father. Who's my watch? Shh. Excuse me, Father.
Just gonna keep closing it. Alright, next phase. The wall's back. Oh, I thought that actually said something.
Giant from Sunan's story. Do you think they hid in this cave from something?
What story?
The Nephilim must have been scared, sheltering in a cave. Don't you agree, Dr. Jones?
Yep. 100%. That's interesting. I wonder when that's from. So we need 3 symbols here, though.
How is she doing without her sister?
She's strong.
Take better care of her than you did the last one, Dr. Jones. Or there'll be hell to pay.
Well, judging from the last crusade, I don't really think that happens.
Hello?
Indy,
Marion, is that you?
of course I'm me. What are you doing, sir? I heard the college fired you.
It's not fair.
You made me fall in love with you, then run away when I needed you.
That's what's not fair.
I didn't mean...
What would your father think?
Don't bring him into this.
You don't have a job, you don't have a marriage, you gave up everything just so you could run around with some floozy fighting Nazis. Well, you know what? Some of us have real responsibilities.
Marion, listen. You're not Marion.
What are you doing here, Dr. Jones?
The phone.
She keeps calling me too, at her wit's end. It'll all end in tears, Dr. Jones, mark my words.
Who's she looking at? But, alright, that was weird.
Get
This is
her
our
on to-
next symbol.
That's Adamic. Means to leave. We both know what that means, don't we?
Just need 1 more now.
We're in that sleep of death. What dreams may come.
Wait, what is it? Yorick? Well, looks like she's allowing us to leave. Hey, there's Antonio just dancing. Things are getting more, Sukhothai looking. So, I'm wondering if, like, the other soldiers that tried to open this place basically just didn't recover from the poison. The price you pay. Find room 11.
Room 11? We don't have a room 11?
I mean, you tell me, Indy, this is your college. Was it not? Hopefully it's not the one that was right behind me.
Circles, repeating the same events. Yeah. Is that the truth of the Great Circle? That the sacred geometry goes around and around and around and around and around again, repeats upon itself. Just as humans are cursed to do, making the same mistakes. The traitor to the fatherlands as the time and space are equivalent. So to repeat history is to move in a circle. Yes, yes, yes! We are all going around in circles! We are all going around in circles.
Take it he's gonna repeat
Repeating the
himself
same
now?
events.
Yeah. Like how he's doing that as he's walking in a circle. This is a very interesting field work. This seems like something that would just happen among your, like, normal journey through the game.
A very strange poster, Indiana. Modern art, I suppose.
I didn't think I could get hurt in here.
Great Catherine Birch. Who wouldn't kill for the chance to see her sing?
Well, you can admire that poster. Well, we looped around again.
Why haven't I read this before? These
Secrets
guys are
of
the
the Great
experts on the
Circle.
subject.
I was gonna say, we might have been able to just turn around and walk in here. Is this actually room 11? I can't
I
tell.
thought it belonged in the Vatican, like me.
I've seen this before. Strange thing to take a picture of. I don't remember this. Where did this photo come from?
I mean, we did
When
take
did I
all of
take
these.
this? Are these mine?
They look like our pictures.
Sounds like me. Don't mind if I do.
Anything else for us to pick up in here? Sounds like something's
Wine's
flying.
gone bad.
Such a waste, Henri.
For this is my blood of the covenant, poured out for many unto remission of sins.
Oh. We're still supposed to do this again? I can't even tell. Oh, Roman numeral 3, okay. Nope, I didn't want to put that down. Wait, that's also... Yeah, well, that's right, they can repeat. But what symbolizes what here? Alright,
No.
let's see
Left,
here.
not right. Or was it right, not left?
Wait, did that even... Didn't even move it.
Left, right. I can't tell the difference.
I might have to reverse these.
Let's try this.
These should be the
Just
same
for
on
fun.
both.
Well, I sure hope I didn't break anything. Wonder what this stick does.
Nope, we got it. It's just 2, 2, 3, 3, 4.
One door closes, another one closes. Where do you think this long and dark path will take you?
Hopefully out of the nightmare, right? That's the hope. Hey, it's Marion's notebook.
Why did I leave this here?
But now it's a note from Gina.
I'm sorry. I know how much being a teacher meant to you.
Barnett's always looking for people, right?
Why did you do it, Indiana? Why did you leave?
Well, we're still not woken up yet. Because things are kind of upside down
What
now.
are you doing up there, Indy? You're all topsy-turvy.
I guess we're the ones on the ceiling, though? Oh, we could still use our lighter. Yeah, we're not out of the college just yet.
V.
Alright.
5.
Roman numeral 5. Anything else in here?
11. 11. How did the Romans come to 11?
X.
With Roman numerals? This is very trippy.
Still, door 11? Where is that?
I don't know, Marcus. Oh, what the? I didn't think this was gonna be water. Is there anything even down here? This seems to go pretty far down. I mean, if there is something down here, it's not going to be exactly easy for me to see it. Also, what if you do this field work They can't have put anything down there. What if you do this field work before you even get the rebreather?
Oh, there it was. Room 11. It was there all along.
I wonder...
What does it say?
Can I even do anything with the 5?
Hek Dashu. It means temple. The Nephilim sure built a lot of temples, didn't they, old boy?
Well, this must be our final symbol. You should only need 3 of them, right? Take it, this might wake us up.
Why do we always fall in love? It hurts to lose someone. Don't you wish to be
The random cat.
Pull yourself together.
It's a story. It's supposed to be a story.
Well, that was one hell of a journey. Alright, let's see here. Hopefully we don't get poisoned again.
Matu. Enough when we're forced to leave their home.
I mean, I don't actually know which way these go. And none of these look like the first symbol we took a picture of. Can we even check the symbols that we did find? Oh yeah, we can. You can see it right here. U-line, sideways horseshoe, and an R. Okay. So it might not go in a specific order then, because this is one of our symbols right here.
Matu. The Nephilim were forced to leave their home.
Let's move this rock.
Amish. They found
That
new
should
life
be one
in
of 'em.
Sukhothai. Dashu, where they built a temple to hide the stone.
Hot. This here. I bet this hook would make Sunan's day.
A golden fishing hook. So that's what we needed, I guess. Wait, could we not have reached to the top of that to grab that? Also, I guess this one relic is somewhere else. It's actually not down here, but alright, there we go. All I have to do now to finish this is head back to the village, which is actually kind of a good thing, because we also have our next field work back in the village as well. I gotta be kind of careful when I'm walking around in there, though, because like we did get the point of no return in the previous part, where for the Blessed Pearl quest, so hopefully I don't talk to the wrong person and it triggers
Jeez Louise, my head hurts.
a series of events where it triggers the story. What just fell? Anyways, that's where I'm gonna go, though. Back to main camp. Alright, we're back in the village. I'm really hoping that talking to him works correctly without trying to finish the Blessed Pearl. We should be okay.
Only my own.
Alright, that finishes Lost in the Past. I just want to be careful when trying to talk to him, basically. This... Yeah, we have to speak to him for our main quest, so thank God I didn't actually press X on him before, because we would have been lost in that. Actually, before we go talk to her, I thought we might have had a mystery in the village. Yeah, we do. Let's see what this is first.
Forgot my corkscrew. Guess I'll have to
The
break it
message
open.
in here. Wow, this is a strong bottle. There we go. Oh, these are like coordinates.
Find a tree, huh? Oh, good. Not many of them around.
Alright, at least we only have to go that way. There's actually... This is child's play. There's another note. Well, let's just follow the mysteries direction right now, because we'll probably get led to that other note. If not, we can just pick it up after. But usually these head in a specific direction.
ไม่เลยค่ะคุณเจ้าครั้งสุดท้ายเห็นที่ไหนเหรอคะ
อาตมาคิดว่าลิงมาขโมยไปตอนอาตมานั่งสมาธินะ
Rice paddies, part of Siamese farming.
เดี๋ยวเสร็จแล้วฉันจะกลับมาตามหาให้นะคะ
Rice
ขอบคุณ
farmers.
นะโยม
Where's my mystery? Here we go. Where's my map? There it is. How is it higher? Oh, right there.
ต้องเป็นลิงที่ขโมยไปแน่
Well, that landed in a bad spot.
ๆหรืออาจจะไม่
Where are you taking, little fella?
Telling us to walk east now. Yeah, it's taking us to that note. Can we cut through this way?
เขาเป็นห่วงอยู่นะ
A lot of these goats are just standing around. Oh, there's a flag right there. Oh, yeah, I see the bottle from here. I want to find somewhere nice to break this. Walk south, a boulder where the king sits on his throne.
Oh. Who defeated the Khmer Empire?
Alright, that's like way over there. Man, this kid's really making me swim through here, isn't he? Mind me, people, there's another flag on the wall. I think I'm able to climb up. There we go. Oh, here we go. This is probably it. Here's this. Jumbo shove, push heavy weights. That's actually not a bad one.
Nice one, kid. You really got me.
It's a little figure. Oh, we just put it back. But there we go. That mystery's done. I figured I saw that one here, so we might as well have just done it. We actually have a note relating to our quest here. I'm not too worried about that because we want to do a study in fear, which is actually going to send us south. I don't know if I actually looked at... Wow, there's a lot of photo ops here. Right. Let me get to our side mission here. Alright, we're kind of by her hut. There she is. Does she have anything in here?
Do you have time?
Sure, show me what you got. What was that?
I have been trying to translate this document.
Requesting demolition material for excavation site. Where did you find this?
Atit found it in the possession of a team of fascists led by another archaeologist. Some blonde-haired lady who set up camp to the southwest.
What's to the southwest?
Nothing but rocks and trees, as far as I know. That explosion was even bigger than the first one. What do you think they're doing?
Something caught their eye and they're blasting their way to it. Digging is slow work. Delicate. Voss must be desperate.
Desperate enough to destroy a country in order to get what he wants.
I'll find out what they're up to.
No.
If you intend to
doing some
Investigate the
demolition
explosion.
stuff.
It's only a short boat ride to the southwest. I'm sure the explosion came from the southwest. It shouldn't be difficult to locate.
Probably want to take this. It's probably one of our notes.
Damn it. You don't bring explosives to a dig site.
Alright, so that's where we're going to be going then. I imagine the explosion noises are part of the ambient sound effects, so I couldn't hear them because otherwise we'd be hearing blaring flames. Unfortunate, but there's just a lot of random bugs late game, so nothing we can do about it.
Did you hear those explosions?
Yeah. Highland wants me to find out what caused them.
I think it came from the southwest.
Well, let's get a little bit closer to that. I think I'm getting kind of close to our destination here. I think it's going to be just around this bend. Hopefully there's somewhere to dock the boat. Yeah, right here. I wonder if Gina tags along on this one. I also don't even know how we hand in the radio frequencies to her just yet here. That'd be really weird if we had to go back to Gizeh for that. What the hell is she doing?
Fascists have been setting off explosions. Hope they haven't found anything yet.
Our enemies are going to be doing something in here. Another tarot card. Devil card, that sounds good.
The devil. That which is predestined, but is not for this reason evil.
Not really sure where this photo op's going to be just yet. Here's another note. Excavation orders.
Voss thinks there could be something important here.
Oh, there was no photo op. It was just another note. Where would another note be in all of this? There it is. Dream Journal. Demon's Tomb. Damn. That's quite the drawing.
Fascists make for gullible stooges.
Spike traps and buzzsaws. Might have to keep an eye out for that.
No archaeologist worth their salt would use explosives.
They used the explosives to open this entrance.
Where is everybody?
My question is we're probably gonna have... Yeah, there's actually gonna be like 3 relics down here. The other thing we should quickly check is field notes. Yeah, we have a random photo op down there that isn't necessarily a part of our field work. Question is, too, are these guys even going to be alive down here? Gina does not seem to come with us. Oh, this is actually considered a vault? Dude, this place is going to be huge. Might be another slightly longer part to get these 2 field works in. I guess we just pull the switch
see what
then.
this does.
You're a real lifesaver, pal.
Oh. What the hell? I was still falling. Thank God they fell before me. Because they path blocked it. Don't have a shotgun anymore.
Who are you?
Who am I? Who are you?
Don't come any closer.
Take it easy, kid.
Dr. Jones.
Sorry, do I know you?
Annika. Annika Lund. I was your student.
Oh, right, Annika from Norway.
Sweden. You don't remember me, do you?
Of course I do. Hey, what happened here?
Well, I was invited on this expedition by a German archaeologist, and we were trying to find
What was his name?
Emmerich Voss.
You're in way over your head, kid.
Well, that's presumptuous. As a matter of fact, I'm here to uncover the ancient
Look,
secrets of this
class
place.
dismissed, okay? This is real archaeology, but seeing as how we're both stuck in this mess, what do you say we work together to get ourselves out, huh?
Okay.
Okay.
That was an odd stare.
Any ideas, Professor?
Let me take a look first.
It's making it seem like we're supposed to be able to take a picture of her. Because she does seem like she's one of our photo ops. But maybe we can't yet.
Should we really be starting fires? What if we damage something with historical value?
Rule 1 of
Relax.
archaeology, kid. History is important, but not more important than survival.
Alright, I'm not seeing anything else in here just yet. Let's see actually where the closest relic is. Alright, it's all the way over there.
We found this wooden artifact a week ago in an old burial site. It matches the shape. What do you think?
Probably is for this. Still nothing for photos.
Any
a key.
ideas? No, it's not a key. It's a... Huh. I think you're
Oh,
right.
here it is.
It is a key.
Pedestal controlled by some unknown mechanism. Likely.
Watch and
Here,
learn.
take it.
It fits.
Oh, this is like a sequence thing, though. However, how am I supposed to line it up? And what am I lining it up with? Do we have anything for this? There we go, I see what we're doing. We're lining up all three
We
symbols.
should keep this. Could be useful later on.
Good thinking.
Well, seems like it's gonna help us get out of here. Well, that looks like another doorway.
We won't be going that way.
Come, Professor. This way.
It's
Do
a
you
little
think there's
too
any
eager.
truth to the legend?
Which legend are we talking about?
The legend of the giant demon, slayed by the Khmer and buried in this cave. To prevent it from returning from the underworld, they filled the cave with lethal traps.
Well, at least we know that last part is real.
That is true. What is this place?
It's not part of the temple. I'll find a way past.
Okay, I'll stay here.
Well, our relic is actually going to be somewhere up
Must
there.
control the traps.
Which I'm hoping this circles around then.
Perhaps there's something.
I know there is. Just need to find it.
I think I saw a lever up on the ledge back there. The pilgrims
wait
who
for
passed through
this.
the temple probably never saw this. I'm curious. What do you really have against Voss?
You mean other than being a Nazi? It's a sloppy amateur. Nasty piece of work.
Look, I don't like Nazis either. And yes, Voss can lose his temper sometimes, but he's at the top of his field and highly ambitious. Just like you, Professor.
Voss is nothing like me. It's more dangerous than you know.
Just let the dialogue play there. That seems to have stopped the wheels.
Another key pedestal. Here's another one of the keys. It's possible. That was hundreds of years ago. Destroyed several villages. Many people died.
That probably got it moving, right? Alright, so we only have the one photo op now. Thank God there's no cogwheels down here. Let's get our Riddle of Ancients tracked again. get the circle one. Oh, I thought the circle one was gonna move. That locks it in place.
It's stuck.
Always is. Can't I just crawl under it? Hopefully Annika isn't supposed to help us move it. She's kind of... There she goes.
Through here.
We had to wait for her to crawl through it? Seems a little unnecessary.
I think it's up there.
Annika, stop!
And she leaves us in here.
Professor, get out of there!
Easier said than done, Annika.
Close one. Trap must be broken.
You all right, Professor?
I'm fine! Just wait there!
Well, we lucked out on
Well,
that.
that was scary.
Rule number 2, kid. Never step on ancient pressure plates, even if they seem broken.
Got it?
Got it. Let's continue.
Dude,
This
she
is the
almost
way
got
to
us
the
killed.
demon's tomb. I'm sure of it.
I think we're clear here.
Here it is, Professor. This must be the sarcophagus.
You know, Voss won't share credit for anything you find down here.
Well, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Voss. He believes in me.
Believe in yourself first.
How the hell can she trust Voss? Then again, apparently he's very charismatic, according to what other people have said. Guess we just open it, right?
Won't budge.
These locks hold the lid in place.
And there must be a way to open them.
Maybe.
Oh, here we go.
You found it, Professor. One of the locks open.
Right, just one on each side. I wasn't sure if those were going to open doors behind us. This definitely breaks, but we don't have anything to smash it with.
Yes, that's it. Come and help me with this. Empty. Verpannert.
Well, it's a bit small for a giant anyway, don't you think?
It's a trap!
But I wasn't sure.
Let's turn! We're about to die!
Wait, here we go.
This could break something!
That lock. It looks bad.
Ah, great!
Are we going to drown now?
No, we're going to be able to swim. However, if we swim, I don't know where we want to go. Oh, wait, here we go. Dude, she is getting tossed right now. Drop down, don't I want to climb up? Alright, light adaption's kicking in. I couldn't see it first. That doesn't look good.
Take my hand, Professor!
Thanks, Annika.
You would have done the same. Let's keep going. The real tomb is in here somewhere.
Well, that was intense.
That looks like a door. We should find a way up there.
Well, I can see the whip point. There's also a relic coming up.
What do you know about his plans for the stones?
Stones? He never mentioned any stones.
Uh-oh. Seems like your boss is hiding things from you.
Voss
Very busy, that's your excuse?
tell me.
Well, there was our secret, so we got that one now. We should have another, Wait, is that by us? Oh, yeah, what the hell? Well, we can take it from over there, I guess. Whoa.
Another locked door here.
Leg spike.
I can't get up here.
Wait! I'll get you up somehow.
Alright, I'll wait.
Alright, we're gonna have to help her up. There's that photo op that was down here. That one's up ahead. Let's get our artifacts, our relics tracked, I guess.
I could climb up your whip.
You okay?
Thank you, Professor.
That'll let us open the door. Is there
Wait,
nothing else over
I'm
here?
standing on one of the trapdoors. Now, we have to do this at the same time, or the trapdoors will open.
I thought you were switching spots so that we'd fall through. I guess that's still a possibility.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, I'm just seeing why this is here. It seems like it's just randomly here.
We have to do it at the same time.
I'm aware, but I can't. I can interact with this one.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, she kind of just bugged out there, but at least it still worked.
This must be it. I can feel it.
You know, I think you're right. Let's have a look around.
This has to be our photo op, right? Yeah.
Demons.
Maybe there's more of them in here. There! The water's flowing now.
Can I actually whip my way over to that?
I think I see something. Over there.
We might have to solve this room in order to be able to get up to that relic.
Look up there! The bird's nest!
Great idea. Could be a key up there.
We do have to climb up. Here we go. Alright, this does allow us to swing over. Let's get a little bit of an extra push here. Is that a dead baboon?
We'll just add this to the collection.
I don't know if it wants me to jump across right there. But that's all the relics down here, so I don't have to worry about those. There's no way it wants me to climb that. I think that was only for this. I think we need to find a different way up for that. Probably on this side.
You should know better than to work for someone like Voss.
Well, you taught me everything.
Well, then you weren't listening. Voss only cares about power, and archaeology isn't about that.
Huh. I thought you two were friends.
What would make you think Voss and I are friends?
When I told him I studied under you, he was very excited. He hired me on the spot.
That man is not my friend. For one thing, he's a Nazi.
Yes, well, of them politically, but Voss is a man of science, just like us. We are above politics.
Found the last key.
I can't believe our luck, Professor.
Yeah,
He's getting impatient with
let's
her.
just see if this works first.
I did try to get a job in America, you know. I even asked you for reference, but I never got a reply.
Oh, well, it's a tough field to get into.
Yes, I remember what you said once. Never give up on your dream. And archaeology is my dream.
Still no excuse for working for Voss.
I didn't really have any other options, Professor.
I mean, there's always a choice. How much is the circle key gonna lock down? Okay, just the circle. Now, I think that one may have locked down the... Alright, we're gonna have to line it up with the stripe then, because that's the only one that doesn't get locked down.
I surprise myself sometimes.
There's still no water flow to this one.
There we go.
There, now it's moving. Let's actually start with... Oh. I guess it wants me to start with this one. I don't know if I should do diamonds right now, or the inner one. This should work.
Not bad.
Well, goodbye, keys. Sitting there with her smile. Helping Voss. That is a mummy.
Incredible.
Herregud. Den är vackrare än jag kunde tro.
I mean, do we just let her have it? To appease Voss?
What you got there?
This is the idol of Yaksha. I first found it described in a barely readable passage in a scroll found in Angkor Wat. The Khmer warriors who found the idol believed it was cursed, and so they buried it along with the demon. I didn't know if it was real, or just a legend.
Well, savor the feeling, kid. It was your thorough research that led us to it.
Tack, Professor. We should leave.
Well, I guess we're just gonna let her have it.
Maybe Voss will try to steal this discovery from me.
Yeah, well, you're young. You're still learning.
Man, do we always get the pressure plate?
The idol of Yaksha together. Discovered secrets.
Sure, kid.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You think I don't know about the stones? Maybe if you'd realized my potential. Remembered me even. I might have been working for you. Class dismissed. Professor Jones.
Yep, alright. Kinda figured she was gonna do something. That look she gave us in that beginning area. That bitch. Well, luckily that was only water. You know that one photo op for the Demon Stone where the corpse was behind it? That might be one of the missable photo ops that people were complaining about. Because once the stone's out of the way, I don't know how you would take a picture of it. Wait, isn't that the door? Yeah, this is the door she literally just kicked us down. How did she get out? Here we go. They never learn. They never learn.
Let's see here.
I can see her hand. She got crushed. Well, she had potential, but she decided to throw it away.
You let your ambitions get the better of you. You drop the idol and reach back to grab it. Guess you reached too far, kid. Should bring this back to Pylan.
She shouldn't have betrayed us. We actually could have gotten out of here together. Oh, damn. She just lost her hand, actually. She's probably still alive.
Ezio, portala da un dottore.
Ezio?
Non quel tipo di dottore, idiota.
Can you actually do aerial attacks on these guys? Okay. That's not what I wanted. They have guns, and I'm not gonna make it.
Take it easy.
You all need medical assistance.
Well, that's not good. I wonder if I can just... Well, maybe we can just get out this way. Yeah, I wonder what was up there. Oh, it probably leads out up there. Yeah, I was trying to whip the thing, but he decided to target nothing. Game, why did you throw me back down? There's like an invisible wall here. Alright, I guess we're going in front of him.
Where do you think you're going?
Damn, that guy's still standing. That's the first time we ever did a full grab combo that didn't knock a dude out.
Not too shabby. But a rest, Luca.
Eccolo là.
Where the hell is he going? Well, Jesus Christ, man. They forced me into that one. Would have been nice to climb out that other way, but we had no momentum on our swing all of a sudden. But yeah, does that actually... I wonder where that actually leads. Oh, it probably is all the way up here, and then you can jump down. That would have been the preferred route, but yeah, that didn't pan out. But all right, she's actually still alive, so I don't know what's really gonna happen with her. I don't know if we can actually ever find her again out here. That guy's seeing us through the wall.
Ero sicuro di aver sentito qualcosa.
And stay down.
Knock him out. There's no more interruptions. Where the hell's Gina with the boat? She must have pulled out when the enemies showed up.
Gina, where are you?
I had to hide from the soldiers. On my way. Our way out.
Oh, there we go. That was a very clear signal on the radio.
What was that scream I heard?
That was the sound of someone who bit off more than they could chew.
Oh, sounds painful.
Probably was very painful, but alright, let's get back to Pylin.
You've been fighting, haven't you?
Aren't I a popular fella?
Yeah, we have been fighting. I mean, she kind of was there. She had to pull out to get away from the enemies. Alright, let's get this idol back to her.
They were using the explosives to open a way into an ancient tomb.
And? Did they find anything? Oh.
Make sure it's safe.
I will. Thank you, Dr. Jones. By the way, what happened to the blonde-haired lady? My spies saw soldiers rushing her out of the jungle. Missing an arm?
Let's just say she bet on the wrong horse.
Huh. I'm glad you're on our side.
There we go. That was her final field work in the game. Jones made it sound like she cut her, or he cut her arm off. There we go. Study in Fear is now done. Now we're definitely over the hour mark for this one, but I'm wondering if I should fit in the last mysteries here. If we fit in the last two mysteries, then that'll be all of our optional stuff. We could also still do the Fight Club, because usually the mysteries don't take that long. However, that one is actually in an enemy camp I haven't been to. But maybe we'll finish up the mysteries and the Fight Club, so then all I'll have left is collectibles. Like I said, I'm not going to specifically locate the Royal Army transmissions this time, because we had the map for it, so... Actually, I mean, if we actually go towards this one mystery... Right. Oh, they're kind of both in the same area. If we go to one of these, we'll pick it up. So I guess I can locate all of them, but I wasn't going to make that a priority because we had the map. But yeah, let's head towards this one that's right here. Alright, I think this is actually going to be our dock right here. I also did figure out where to bring the radio frequencies, so we can just finish with that. When we go into our outro. But yeah, I think landing on this center island here. Alright, there's like, the docking points are actually the black circles on the map. I found that out a bit ago, I just forgot to mention it. This is probably going to be enemy occupied for the most part, right? Yeah. Might as well suit up then. Dogs actually don't seem to be able to sniff you out, so we shouldn't have to worry about them much. No one saw me do that. Yeah, let's just grab the radio frequency really quick. Actually seems like it's gonna be over here. Yeah, here we go. This is our last one that we need.
Must be important.
Open that. Can't really steal from it yet. Let's see what our mystery has us do. So far, no notes designed for this mystery. There's another medicine bottle. Dynamite.
Immagina come sarebbe tornare indietro nel tempo e vedere com'era la vita.
They seem to think nothing's here.
Oh, we got another one of these things. Here's a mystery note. Alright. Do we even have a code to follow yet? What does that say at the bottom? Oh, here we go. I see it. It's underlined on the note. JHHS. Well, if this follows the same thing... which... this doesn't even help me. This has an S and a J. One of these discs might actually just be useless. So, let's see here. So we've got IER. BIER.
Okay.
Which is 4134. I always go the opposite way. Yep, there we go. That was an easy one. $1,500. Deal increased damage with one- and two-handed melee weapons. Actually, let's just get that, because that's actually going to be kind of nice. Or not. Kicked me out of it. Alright, well, we can give this thing a home. Alright, that was that mystery. Kind of figured it'd be a quick one. That was a pretty easy one. The other one's not that far from here. Let's smash open this money box really quick, though, if I have anything I can break it. Well, we actually technically do. Got this guy. Not seeing anything else in here. Alright, now, how do I actually get in there? You know, we might not actually be able to get to that camp from this side. Oh, wait, maybe we can? This might lead to it. Their trucks are kind of submerged. I know I didn't pick up that money yet. I'm more worried about exploring and finding money after this part, because I'm going to have to get the remainder of our collectibles when I'm doing that, so I could just figure it out then. We should have enough for that last book, though. Which I actually might want to buy that while we hand in the radio frequencies. There's more money right here, too.
Ehi, fermati subito tu.
Relax, man. Yeah, they put a lot of these money crates everywhere. Alright, I'm just seeing if there's anything for us to grab there. Do have the big boy throttle now. Oh, what's this? Mystery note. Do not take the whole set. If you need a key, take it off the key ring. Well, whatever that means. Anything else in here? That's actually where our key's probably for.
Sometimes monkeys can be a good judge of character.
Wait, that's actually a part of the monkey business? Uh-oh. We gotta search for something. They lost all the keys?
Monkeys must have swiped the keys.
I guess so, huh? We have a whole search area. So we gotta find where monkeys took a key. Well, all of the keys, apparently. I imagine they probably didn't take them somewhere where a lot of these guys are hanging out. We do have kind of a big search area. What the hell's happening over here? Sounds like someone's shooting at monkeys. Wasn't sure how deep this water was gonna be. I see a monkey right there. Thieving monkeys.
What's the problem with monkeys? Never know who they're working for.
So, who was shooting the gun? I mean, he dropped the key for us. Key tag equipment room.
Saving this.
We can't keep the key tag. Alright, at least they weren't that far away. Were they the ones that shot the gun? Alright, now, can I get back in the way we came? Should be able to. There's one guy who was detecting us. I don't know where he was. It's so weird without the ambient sound effects. Kind of sucks that we have that audio glitch. At least it's not completely silent. Oh, there we go. All Mysteries in Sukhothai is done. Slugger 2 increases damage from charged up attacks. That's another good one.
Could learn something from this.
All right, there we go. What else is in here besides just a bunch of dynamite? More money? Alright, I think that might be everything we can grab in here. This isn't a lockbox. Yeah, just some extra supplies, but there we go. That's all Mysteries and Fieldworks done in this region. Now, basically, I have to stop at the shop to buy the last collectible book, but then I'm also going to hand in these radio transmissions. I'll just go to and get the cogwheels on my own, and then we'll just open that chamber in the next part. Because these could be bugged. 6, 8, 10. There's 10 of them on the map, potentially. Yeah, there are 10 of them. Well, actually, there's more than just 10. Because we have 4 right now. There's actually 8 on the map. So, alright. I'll just try to collect those off screen, but we will figure out what the transmissions do. It's probably going to put more X's on our map. But, yeah, I'm just going to head back to the shop right now. Alright, I'm back at the shop here, so let's buy our last book.
Are you looking for something else, mister?
$4.50.
Let me think about it.
There we go. That's all of our map guides now. Should be all of them in the game. We have 10,000 adventure points exactly. Let's see how many books we actually still have left. Oh, not many. I might not even be able to. 24 out of 31. Actually, yeah, with the medicine books, that should be around 31. All right, now let's do the fight club right now. See how much money those books are. Now, I imagine this is where our fight club is going to be. I don't really know where else it could be. There's actually a photo op in here too, apparently. But it's right here on the map. It's really close to the village. I imagine we need our disguise, though.
Bye, Jones.
Ci conosciamo. Non sarei mica qui per crearmi problemi.
Tu forza! Preparati a fare a botte!
Our first opponent's a brute guy, huh? Jungle Bruiser Pit. Alright, there's that photo. Let's see what we got here. Sawbones 3. Bandage inventory increase, that's it. And then hard boiled. by merging 2 health bars into one. So you just get 1 big health bar? Not enough. Damn. I'll probably just save up for that one then. We might be able to buy it once we're done with this. Actually, speaking of which, let's eat some food really quick. Get that last slot. Never lets me actually dodge these guys. They kind of just follow it. Yeah, I gotta get... I'm like horrible at dodging for some reason. But he's down. Like either I dodge like a millisecond too late or a millisecond too early. And then it just like follows my dodge. But big guy's down. We still don't have enough. Didn't it say it was 1,200? Yeah. Damn. Stuff's expensive here. Alright, let's see if we can get the hang of this. Nope, still tracked me. Alright, there we go, he went down. Why are they pulling out batons like they're gonna beat me up for knocking their dudes out? Oh, there, now we have enough. But now we can get like 1 big health bar. Requires upgraded health. Oh, I thought it merged the 2 that we did have, but we need the medicine bottle upgrades. There's a quick follow-up. Did he even punch? Whoa, damn. That guy's got like an iron fist. Wait, did we get kicked out? Yeah, that guy, he can take a beating and then instantly beat you down. That was insane. I can't tell when he's punching sometimes because he kind of just like moves his arm outward and then you just take damage. Yeah, he's got one hell of a hit. Oh. This is just fruit. That's not really going to help us too much. I suppose we can eat some fruit, but yeah, that was insane. But yeah, it's very hard to tell when he's punching and when he isn't punching, because a lot of the times it doesn't look like his fist is moving towards you. He's just kind of waving his arm, and then you just lose a ton of health. I don't even know how that did not parry. There we go, he's down. That was one tough guy. 500 for that. There we go, we defeated all boxing champions. Last opponent definitely was the toughest. Barely enough. This is actually the last book that we need to actually... Well, this is the last thing we need to spend money on. So I'm going to have to come back to buy that. But there we go. Fight Club's done. That was insane.
Aren't I a popular fella?
Yeah, that last guy was actually kind of a tough opponent. But, alright, before we end this part, let's just quickly hand in these radio frequencies. We have to go back to the village for it. Yeah, right where we dock the boat here. This is actually where we hand them in.
I found some radio frequencies.
Thanks. Let's see what they have to say. There. Mark the place on your map. Jones, here's a draft I made for my news article. Please, take a look.
Got another draft. It's the Gizeh one this time. She even has a little drawing of us at the bottom. Article draft.
What?
Why is she so impatient with us? She's impressed we made it this far. It's only a small part of it. She'll get the truth out.
This is explosive stuff. You know that.
I know. I just hope I can get it published.
And there we go. Bring all radio frequencies to Gina. That ties all of that up. She gave us one of our notes for this region, and that ties up pretty much all of our side content that aren't collectible related. There's all the X's. Actually, there's supposed to be 4. We did find one of these while we were exploring, and it doesn't actually mark that one, so that's at least retroactive. It doesn't just label it even if we picked it up. But that's going to be some extra money, which I only need like 70 more to be able to afford that last book. Then everything will be purchased. But I basically have a lot of collecting to do. We might start the next part where I just redeem the rest of the medicine books. They don't really have that much of a purpose anymore, if I'm being honest. Ton of field notes for me to pick up, but yeah, there we go. The next part, we should hopefully be finishing the Sukhothai section of the game. I don't really know how much there is left to it. All I know is that Indy said that we might want to tire things up before we talk to our friend at the dock there. So this is definitely where we're going to end part 14. It'll still run a little bit longer. We fit a lot into this part. We got our last Fieldworks done. We got all the remaining mysteries done. And we finished up the radio frequencies and completely finished the fight club thing. The fight club is super fun. That last opponent was kind of tough though. But yeah, very eventful part. Part 15, hopefully we finish Sukhothai, we get the Blessed Pearl Stone, and then see what happens from there. Like I said, I think there's still 2 more areas that we go to in this game that are kind of smaller, like Kumets and Shanghai, and then we basically finish it. So we're getting very close to the end. But as always, thanks for watching. Thanks to anybody who checks these out as they go up or after they go up. I always appreciate it, and I'll see you in part 15.